Here, me and someone for see face and 450 represent for the 2 cents pod class with Tu-Lox, the 876 Rebel, 450 set up. But
sing again. I want them again. So didn't I tell you that the beast is roaming? Yeah. Protect your children. Call like a raging storm is coming. Lion twin, yo, we want them again. So didn't we tell you that the beast is roaming? Yeah. Protect your children. Call like a raging storm is. Yo. Listen up.
Big war a go on over crown. Big war a go on over crown. Every man have a right to be them one a king in a them palace pan them one a throne. Big war a go on over crown. Big war a go on over crown. Jaro a big sound, this a this run the place, but Stone Love still stand alone. Big war a go on over crown. Big war a go on over crown. Every man have them time when a next star a shine, man no fi bad mind and a frown. Big war a go on over crown. Big war a go on over crown. Member say no name can't me a work for when me want and nobody can't take my horn. Beenie the king of dancehall, no the Gaza fans are balls. If me hand over the crown and give a the. But me can't understand how them figure the yellow man and them man they are the dancehall daddy.
No, me not forgetting no bag of talking. Seeing this is one of a legend them name, Dan Mafia. Dan Mafia never shoot or miss yet. That one here hit the target, especially as it relates to today episode, because this king of dancehall thing way more complicated than everybody think. See? So just go on over there, go follow Dan Mafia, bad artist, legend. I do that something here long time. Dan Mafia, one of the man when I get the respect when him deserve in our business, but Dan Mafia know it go. Him say man low life fight and mind him own a business. See? Because with all of the madness we are going, him not do business.
Big war a go on over crown. Jaro a big sound, this a this run the place, but Stone Love still stand alone.
Blessed, welcome to another episode of the My 2 Cents podcast. I'm your host Tu-Lox, the 876 Rebel. And today, we're going to jump in one of the biggest debates we've seen in dancehall for a long time. We see a recent upsurge all of a sudden in a people being interested in who is the king of dancehall based on the fact that Beenie Man and Kartel I got it. The two man them show be a word. Who are the king, Burger King, all type of disrespect. Seen? But just I go jump on that alone in the episode because a bag of thing me have to say. Seen? So I'm gonna pay them bill fast and forward.
In the world of music and entertainment, standing out is everything. Catch their eye from the very first look. Turn your art into apparel. Get noticed with sleek professional press kits. Perfect visualizers for every track you drop. Stand out with thumbnails that pull viewers in. From artists to creators, we've got you covered. Bring your visuals to the next level. Get in touch, and let's make your mark together.
Now, if you know what internet TV for just $65 a year, check out the information on the flyer and just use the code Tu-Lox 4K TV. Don't watch nothing else. Alright, so the war rages on, seeing over who are the king of dancehall. And a lot of people that think that the whole thing, it has gone on for years now still between Beenie and Kartel. Years them have fight over who are this king business. But my feel say at a party at Freedom Street, open back the whole one them. Look on this.
Listen me, and I don't want you to feel like you are taking nobody's throne. You built your own.
yes.
Independently. The hungry man, Ronya, whenever signed to an international label and sell gold and silver for me in a prison. Our king has risen. Yo! And we learn from the best. We learn from the best. Remember that.
Now, I have to comment on a moment there still, because a lot of people don't even notice. It's the first Bounty Killer and Kartel I performed since him leave the alliance. So trust me, that was definitely a big moment. So right after Killer give Kartel him flowers on Freedom Street, it would seem to me, say boy, Beenie feel some type of way. And you don't know that something that from day one, Beenie and Kartel been going at it for who is the king of dancehall. because it would seem that Kartel is a #1 contender as it relates to ratings. See? So, right after Freedom Street, I don't know where it started exactly. Don't quote me on it. But this is the first clip I noticed going around about this issue of who is the king of dancehall. So, Beenie Man was quick to post, I think at 2009 Sumfest, where Vybz Kartel are giving him flowers as the king of dancehall. Look on a clip here.
Beenie Man, you're king of the dancehall when you come out of your mother belly. Remember that. Respect your honor. You know you are a breast specialist. I'm a first #1.
Beenie Man has been a self-proclaimed king of the dancehall for years now. Seen? Deservedly. But for arrive at who are the king of dancehall, you have to first understand what a king is. And me knowing myself, say it's just basically a metaphorical thing. It's not necessarily a king in a monarch type of way, because you have some people who don't even know that there's a difference. King in this regard just means say, yo, the highest. Who are the biggest DJ ever. Now, today is a very complicated show because we have to go break down this in a many ways. See? Now, first question I'm going to ask is, what metric do we use? Because all me can see is a bag of confusion. What makes a dancehall king? In a genre, we have thousands of artists who are multi-talented. What makes only one man reign supreme as king of dancehall? Seeing a lot of people fight over who is the king of dancehall and not even know what them fighting for. And mark you, let me tell you now which part my stance there. The only reason why I did that show here today is to alleviate some confusion as it relates to regular people who doesn't necessarily know dancehall in depth. That's the only reason. My stance is this. I don't think this king of dancehall thing makes sense. At least in a today dancehall. Because where is dancehall? King of what? Phone light? King of what? Snap? King of dance? King of obia? King of what? What king of dancehall? Yeah, talk about when dancehall is practically non-existent in a 2025. King of what? Exactly. Me think, you know, that just using a natural common sense and now say, first thing dancehall have to present in order for there to be a king. If there's a kingdom and that kingdom get raided by outside forces and the king did get away when the raider go on and then him forward back, and when him forward back, there is no people, no subjects to rule over. Will his monarch make any sense at all? Wanna tell me in the comment section. Now the root of this king of dancehall business started with Yellowman. So Yellowman, first international. I could assume say because him go international and him carry dancehall worldwide. I could assume say that. Make them call him King Yellowman. See, because just like how nobody at all never come out and create a body that determines who is king and who is a regular artist. There's no specific body or organization that regulates these type of accolades. Not no go so. A man just get up and say my king, self-proclaimed. Because who did tell Yellowman say him a king in the 80s? Same people. If the artist come and say my king, them say my king. Just like how if the artist come say them bad, people say them bad. Are the same thing. This is how easy it is to crown yourself king as long as you're a top flight artist. And please, me I beg you, remember today, I'm an opinion may I give. Me just as confused as Uno. But me I go put my thoughts on the table. So the whole of a reason, yes, Yellowman first king of dancehall. Now, when me would have say contribute to Yellowman, total rise to international, to phenomenal levels of stardom is one, Jamaicans love, matter of fact, people on a whole, especially Jamaicans, the poor people in Jamaica, love a good success story, especially if them can relate directly to the person who achieves this success. So our Yellowman life now, we're just, my God, it's so extraordinary. and profound. Yellow Man, don't quote me upon this. This is how me I hear from me a boy. Yellow Man was found by garbage men and taken to a children's home, and him grew up over there. Yellow Man had a tumultuous life, to say the least. Him grew up in a homes, all these things. So you find, say, when him start DJ now and people hear him backstory, my God, he was loved. Him go through a lot of ups and downs in his life. One of the time him all get cancer and him lose all him jawbone. And instead of just curl up in one corner, Yellow Man just kept getting greater with the support and the love of his people. Yellow Man couldn't wrong. Now, after Yellow Man's glorious reign in the 80s, so going up to the 90s, when Beenie Man forward, there was a sizable amount of scene. It could be easily said, say Shabba is the king of dancehall, but me never hear Shabba name called in that yet. See, I may not even know why. Trust me, cause Shabba do it. 2 Grammy back to back. So this dancehall king thing, to me, are semantics. This is just something people feel. It's just like how you rate an artist, like how you have Gaza Nation, you have Data Fans, you have Idonia with the 4th Gen. Are the same thing. But the only difference is, instead of say 4th Gen, or you say Gaza, or you say Data, you say Dancehall King. That's how me view it. Because this thing not organized, none at all. If I ask you, by what metric do you call these people King of Dancehall? Majority of you can't tell me. You can't tell me. Them are just king come rate them. And that's how it should have go. You should have some type of regulation where you vote for this thing. And who get the most votes win. Like when you get a Grammy. You have a voting system that dictates who is the new king of dancehall. Matter of fact, you should have a crowning. We're serious, and once you get the crown, you actually wear it. Tell me anything about that in the comment section. From your time past, brother, just hand over the crown. Handing over the crown doesn't mean you're never good. What if you pray is that you did good enough to wear the crown in the first place. And then sometimes the greatest of us, we always try to keep something till people shit way out, bro. The greatest way to go out is on top, and Twin of Twins prove that. And we stop to the series up them. Even though one soon forward for the fans. But look how great we are in our craft. You ever hear we name mentioned among any great people for any kind of ratings? I don't feel no fucking way, because we know within ourselves. So we are the Jamaican Dave Chappelle. Now boy, now tell me that. So if you go somewhere you decide to remain who you are and true to yourself, sometimes they may lock you out too. I'm good with my lockout, cause guess why? Nobody never let me in. We create our own fucking gate. So we never gave a fuck about this business from day one. So crown who no one crown, we know who we are. Hear my opinion as to what would have make the king of dancehall way more palatable, and people could have definitely agree. It should have been done based on eras. So Yellow Man have from 80s to early 90s. Beenie Man have from 90s to early 2000s. Whosoever name a call, them get a era. Kartel would have from the 2000s, they so come right up to maybe when him go to prison. Because in my opinion, Vybz Kartel missed the dancehall king mark when him end up a prison. When Kartel come out of prison, him era pass, and that's no disrespect. Not him greatness pass enough, don't mix it up. Him era. This thing for be based on era, and the saddest part right now, whole heap of people are popular, even way more popular than them. And the way more for dancehall in terms of spreading the culture. Yes. People fight tooth and nail for tell us that they're Monday. For example, Sean Paul is nobody. Yes, believe it or not, Sean Paul has gone further than where any dancehall artist has gone in history. And Sean Paul's name cannot be called in a dancehall king, because Mr. Nico Fire, big up yourself Nico Fire, make a video where basically I declare that to him, for him opinion, you know, Sean Paul is the king of dancehall. And based on the facts that to him, Nico Fire is saying how him arrive at film conclusion is Billboard name Sean Paul in I must say the top 5 or 10, don't quote me on it, biggest dancehall artist of all time. So basically, them never see Kartel on it, them never see Beenie Man on it. And a lot of people in them feelings about the post when Nico Fire make, and some of the comments laughable. Look on this. Billboard, I got half a looks, brown skin and pretty hair, LOL. Sean Paul is pop, Bob Marley is reggae, Vibes Kartel is dancehall. Real talk, you couldn't say it any better than that. Sean Paul a club artist, right? Like a Billboard make dancehall. Act like him don't know say them a racist and gonna push anything light-skinned before anyone else. Kartel is the people's choice, and you a chat too much about the next man. Why you also concerned about a man like that? Jaja, it look like you know, live to watch man. First mistake they making of them comments there. The man say Sean Paul a pop artist. Majority of the fucking hits, real hits where Sean Paul get a dancehall song. Whenever Sean Paul get one cold tune, we just barely go on, it's always something them try to do in a pop or infuse it with dancehall. Majority of Sean Paul monster hit them at dancehall. Sean Paul is a club art. What is a club artist? Artists will live in a club. I don't understand it. Who decide what is club music? Of course you have some song where club friendly. But what the fuck is a club artist? You know, always try to put great people in a box. Did anyone know why Bob Marley did have to call himself Tough Gang? Did anyone know why Bob Marley did have to get physically involved with Radio Man for them play all him song them and them thing there? It's because they tried to make him a Sean Paul. Yes, I want them to believe it. So yes, when him go out there with force, yes, them start believes them and get to you now. Can get directly involved physically and make you know say you can't ramp with him. That's why Bob Marley dead from 1981 and is still the king of reggae. Because he make sure them member and him gone, say my Tough Gang. Because Bob Marley complexion the last time I checked, it was a major reason why, go do no research, him did get so much fight for even get a hit song of Jamaica. Bob Marley was mercilessly teased in the Bumbuckler ghetto based on him complexion. What make you think Bob Marley parried so much gunman? That at the party Bob Marley everybody try X out, you know, and try glamorize the gunman them who used to run him from mass up the right Bumbuckler back. And I never know. That's why Bob did surround himself with them type of people there. Because Bob never want nobody brand him as no uptown boy when him live at Trenchtown basically all him life. You mad? Now, funny enough, you know, one of the main man when me think should have be the king of dancehall, him named Bounty Killer. You know why Bounty Killer be the king of dancehall? Because if you ask me, Bounty Killer is not just one artist way. Boss and decide say, yo, me have a big voice, me have some big song, international, all these things. Bounty Killer presence cannot be ignored on the dancehall scene. Cannot. But guess what? Make we say Bounty is your favorite artist. True, alright, cool, me get it. Here's why Bounty Killer is a top contender in my eye. You see, a true king, I could say I deal with kingship in the true sense of the word. A true king knows how to lead. A true king look out for him people them. Which artist in the history of Jamaica ever look out for people? Different from Shaggy. Ever look out for people? Because we can't call Shaggy them name. People are vexed. When it comes to being anything, you cannot call none of the man them from uptown name because them brown. Of course Vibes Kartel come and him doing thing, but if it wasn't for a Bounty Killer, chances are, me I count my words, you would not have a Vibes Kartel. Bounty Killer selflessly, all of him boss you and cuss you, you still rascal boss. Believe it. Matter of fact, why you think Kartel boss so much artists? Because he might come from that school there. A killer influence Kartel to pay it forward. I want to know that. Kartel never just get up and say my boss one artist because me I just naturally want good youth. No. Me have to do a killer though. I saw me learn it. And Kartel come pay it forward and bring whole heap of giant boy where Bounty Killer still responsible indirectly. Down to Popcorn, one of Jamaica top star. A Bounty indirectly responds for all them artists there. So I want somebody tell me why Bounty Killer name never mentioned. Tell me in the comment section in a king of the dancehall yet. I'm gonna show you how Killer thing set up. When Killer boss, there was such a fever. That's even Beenie Man managed for boss because a bounty killer. Yes. When him start singing a bounty killer melody and killer defend it, and them start a lyrical feud, hence giving Beenie Man another top contender for the Dancehall King crown. Everything was surround Dancehall King have something to do with bounty killer. And bounty killer helps so much youth, boy. You know how much top artists bounty killer give it? If me start call out every artist name where killer do something for them career, whether directly or indirectly, me go have lockjaw. My jaw go seize up on me. So bounty killer been a act like a king in the true sense of the word from the day him step out into dancehall. Me no know how killer the goat till him favor the goat and him still not recognize him as the goat. I would never bumbuckler get the gist of that. The way of the man great, God make the man look exactly like a goat. And even when him look like a goat, them ignore the bumbuckler goat. You can't make him something here. And another thing you can do, don't afraid to buckle it out lyrically. If you say you're better than the next man, prove it. Come in just like how bold them that guy, Beijing. If a war a part of the culture the same way. That are some of the people them come for accept. It's called competition. If you're afraid of competition, it don't make sense you say a king. Every single king in a history, if you look on it literally, they'd go through some sort of war to prove so them supreme over the other nations. So if you want to prove say you're supreme over next man in a dancehall, when him come with him foolishness, war him. Simple, problem solve. Cut off him head and take up a crown. That's something where go. War. Nobody come now like all of a sudden you don't belong to the church of the Latter-day Saints. If your claim is that you better than the next man and you for be the king of dancehall, prove it. Now we could talk about criteria. We are going to performance now. Beenie Man, to me, are one of the top dancehall performer wherever come out of Jamaica. So if a performance, Beenie Man beat Kartel in a regard, like dog, like slave. See, so in a performance, Beenie name could have called. Sean Paul lose the round there too. But me soon telling you why. So, if a stage performance, Beenie Man have it, but wholly more artists did have it to Elephant Man. We basically run concurrent with Beenie Man them. One of the best stage performers. So what? Is this dancehall king thing based on stage performance? I've never heard Elephant Man's name, so we can rule out stage performance. Anthony B would have be a top contender. How me not hear Capleton? Ninja Man name could have called in a performance. Ninja could have be king of dancehall if performance was the criteria for be a dancehall king. So it could never be stage performance. Rule out that. We have scratch out that one day. Now, we are going to commercial success. If a commercial success, there was no bigger artist than Sean Paul. But based on the comments, so me just show no. Nobody know nothing with Sean Paul. My pop artist, club artist. Yeah, pop him doing not the dancehall. Can you believe all these things? So Sean Paul has never been accepted as an artist, much less king of dancehall in a Jamaica. And if a stage performance, Sean Paul done miss the mark long time. Nobody never give Sean Paul the time of day in Jamaica as it relates to performance. And you know, the chances are, if people they take Sean Paul serious, by now, he would have performed. Like when Alkaline just bust and couldn't perform for saving life. And then when we look, Alkaline that, a whole month on show now. You know why? He was given the chance to grow. Sean Paul never got this chance. Why? Even Shaggy, look on this. Sell diamond. I wonder if you know what that shit is. And Michael Jackson, a certain top level artist in the world, sell that. And Shaggy did it. And when it comes to commercial success and respect, nobody mentions really, no Jamaican rather, mention the man name. So make we rule out commercial success as to the reason why these people fight. Fight, you know, pure nice and war. For who is the king of dancehall. So, we're talking about commercial success. Beenie Man sell gold, so did Vybz Kartel. So a lot of these artists are commercial. Sean Paul sell platinum. Do the maths. If you ever call Sean Paul name in a dancehall argument, them are gonna diss you. So I could rule out commercial success for this dancehall king thing. Remember me telling me I mark down the criteria them I tell you, know. Say semantics them people here deal with, you know. Me I carry it go exactly what gives you the crown of dancehall king. Me I carry it go there. Yes, today the day when I now get it. Now, we are going to talk about streams. And that's on the region. That's another criteria. And look on this, and I'm not going to believe it. And by the way, this is the amount of people who are listening monthly. I have to make that clear. Because someone now carry that chart here all over the place. So I'm going to read from 10, come right down. Funo. Matter of fact, I have to start at 11. And I'm not going to believe why. I have to start at 11 because Vybz Kartel is at number 11 with 2,450,709 streams. See? Calibuds, they are 10. 2,598,070. Spice, they are 2,869,925. Beenie Man come in at number 8. 3,135,749 streams. Popcorn, 3,180,952. Charlie Black 6, 4,677,399. So that's me coming from 11. Me have to start from 11 because we can't leave Kartel outright. Seeing because theme name in the contender for who is the top dancehall artist. Skilly Bang, 5,969,178. Number 4, Shensia, 6,025,730 streams. See? Steph London, 7,844,889 streams. Burna Boy, 20,156,866. Number 1, Sean Paul, me not say that one too loud. 33,384,685 streams. Sean Paul is streaming more than the African giant. Yes. Believe it or not. Somebody want to tell me say Shensia go on better than Kartel? Nothing can go so lad. Nothing. So we can rule out streaming. And real quickly, me personally, I'm not a fan of streaming. Whether YouTube, Spotify, anyway, streaming of free. Streaming does not necessarily dictate a person's real true potential or popularity, because a lot of times we do not know why you get that click. If somebody click to see if you're idiot today like yesterday, should that be recorded as a genuine view? This streaming thing, it really ruined dancehall and make you can't know the difference between genuine artists who are perform and the little Netflix them. Let's face it, this whole king of the dancehall thing is ghetto. It's hype. This king of the dancehall thing is given to you based on your hype. And the last time I check it when I do my maths, Beenie Man King thing was born when Beenie Man know if I play the game. It's when Beenie Man buy him home and this and that and start flaunt them riches. This is how Jamaican people crown a king. Remember when you're uptown, you know, you could have buy the world and put 4-wheel on it and drive past them. Then not give a fuck. You know why? You're supposed to live so. But you see, when time them can relate to you, what I'm telling about success story. Ghetto people love that. A good success story. So you know what them artists do? Them buy up a bag of vehicle. From Kartel come from prison, where am I buy? Kartel know if I play the game. Kartel know if I play the game. Kartel not even business with music again as far as me see it. But Kartel just come out of prison and buy up some vehicle and pay a crowd around up and down and make nice him rich. So this dancehall king thing always based on hype. Beenie buy him home and him just a show beer riches back in the day. And guess who became dancehall king? Everybody agree, automatic. Because it have nothing to do with talent. Hype is the criteria by which you become dancehall king in a Jamaica and have all to do with the talent. Nothing, zero. When they win Kartel, they are prison. And nobody never sure say them come out. Who did I fight? And I say Kartel a king of dancehall. More want to tell me. But when Kartel come on road and the hype Root word. Start on him name. Big show keep Freedom Street. World I come down to see man private jet land. Everybody just ecstatic. And can't wait on the show shot. And Kartel are the biggest thing because when he come from prison, just buy a house and car and this and that and Porsche and X6 and all these things. We get up people just, them that love one bicycle. So how the fuck Kartel buy a Porsche dog? Are they done dog, you see me? That same mentality there. So becoming dancehall king now have fuck if you do with talent, performing, none of that. Becoming dancehall king is a hype. And we don't give the uptown artists any kind of hype because they're supposed. It coming like, look on it. Anytime, any one of the ghetto artists them, bright, especially the ugly one them. Yes, cause so it go. Everybody always quick to notice how intelligent these artists are. Ghetto the branding. If you have looks, believe it or not, them have such a low self-esteem. That's if you have looks as a man or even a woman. Them not put no accolade on you where you deserve. If me come from the ghetto and me bright you off, cause me encourage school them cost me. Cause me a ghetto youth, they know this. And do you think the things when me over here start deal with? Most ghetto youth agree with it? No, me not ghetto youth. Cause me I say brighten yourself so you can focus and function in other world. So you can relate directly to some things where most people are education the master use and control. You know? Educate yourself so them can't control you. You're a waste man. They don't want to hear that. There's no such thing as no one king of dancehall because every artist is unique in their own way. Zine? So people deal with artists based on what they can relate to. If the artist says something where they can relate to, automatically they are not a fan. So if me want some girl to go clot in a night here, me play Dexter and some 450. Me not go play Kartel and Chronicler. You play some Chronicler when you go link a girl, you know. Just know, say any game can play when you get up off of that girl, you know. Because you there do what you do, you Chronicler tell you a bag of thing in your head and me not trust girl and the girl wicked and she inform and beer thing when you look you get up a girl dead. Eh? You have to know what you do. So different sides of artists appeal to different sides of people. No artist not gonna be the be all end all. To everybody, nothing go so. Every artist great in them own way. Now, if you don't think a joke me I make, I want to see if I lie me I tell. We are going on lyrics now. This is also one of the criteria where we could have probably used to say, well then, a man can be king of the dancehall. I just gonna make you notice something. Whenever the argument for who have the most lyrics in a dancehall, I call. Just listen to the name them we call. You ever hear them say Assassin? Are one of the baddest DJ ever bumbuck like boss, lyrically. And otherwise? Performance, lyrics. All these things, Assassin are one of the best entertainer. But when lyrics are geared out, we not hear Assassin name. You hear Kartel, you hear Chronicler, and all these people me a name out. Trust me now. Are top lyricists. And me personally rate them off. Don't turn me thing in a blood clot tribalism. Don't do it. Sasko look like an office boy from Wisinko. Yes. So we just box him and put him one side based on him image. Them can relate to the rest of name them what them call because the rest of name them what them call look exactly like them and them can relate to that. Matter of fact, me I'll get another one. And that one yeah, have two things against him. Do you know how tough Junior Gang is? And him have two things against him. Him not have the monkey syndrome. And Bob Marley, I'm father. So nothing where him say or do, nah go right. For no ghetto person. Trust me. I throw Bob Marley, I'm father dog. We don't believe that. No matter how this youth break down every bridge, every stereotype. And show them genuinely talented. When him father sing, him just DJ. That's why we could have even recognized Junior Gang different from the rest of Marley kids, because most of the Marley kids them sing. And if you ever sing them or compare to Bob, and that is not an easy shoes for film. Let me tell you Bob Marley shoes big. Bob Marley shoes cover the entire world. A size 7 billion ad Bob Marley wear. So imagine you put on your foot in the world and tell me if you going to see which part of shoes there. And so it's not easy for gang. But gang are one of the most lyrical genius Jamaica ever see. But me not hear him name called in the lyrics. When you not talk about lyrics, I not call anybody else name. You can't call name as it relates to lyrics and not say assassin. You can't call name as it relates to lyrics and don't say Junior Gang. So much of the youth them, when lyrics come up, them name no call. Matter of fact, you will hear a massacre here and there, but guess what? Really and truly, they just have massacre as a bad artist. Because he says some different type of thing. But really and truly, massacre, believe it or not get the ratings when blood deserve. Alkaline is another lyrical mugclat one, and in getting ratings, can you guess why? Because them pick and choose who for rate, and we rate artists based on the facts that them look just like we. So if them not look like we shun them, even if them talented. You ignore the facts that them lyrical and them bad about based on personal biases. Some me fi take some people like Bumbleclad who serious about who a king of dancehall when all that bullshit is based on is hype. Me not do it.